Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Getting Real. My name is Huijon, and I'm joined by my guest, Ryan Manda, and he will be getting real with us about the career choice he's decided to pursue. How's it going, Ryan?
Good, man. How's it going?
Pretty well. So, what is the industry like that you're a part of at this moment?
Yes, so the entertainment art industry that I'm particularly involved in is something that's more digital based, I guess. And it's a interesting place to be for sure. I don't know where it's going to be 10 years from now, but I think it's only up from here for that particular field.
Sweet. What is the industry like at this current moment for anyone that's in art right now?
Yeah, so the requirement of what you need to know in the industry, like fundamentally, is the same. It's just the tools you're working with. Like I said earlier, with some of the digital aspects for concept art and things of that nature, that's definitely a more important thing at this point in time.
Well, let me ask you this. How did you get to where you are today?
I got to where I am basically through the moment I picked up a crayon and started drawing on the walls and getting in trouble for that, and then realizing, oh, I can do this on a piece of paper, and there's less repercussions.
Sweet. Have you had any success in the industry so far?
Yeah, I believe I have in some way, shape, or form. Still very early on into my own career, but uh, definitely have seen some successes and some failures, but that's how you build upon your own life, I guess.
Sweet. What are the first parts of breaking into the industry today?
For me, it was knowing the right people and just forming good relationships and being myself and letting my intuition and my own work kind of take me where it could.
Do you have any regrets so far?
um, I regret early on not listening too much direction from some of the people that were trying to mentor me, but um, luckily along the way, once I got to college, I kind of fixed that and became more of a sponge when it came to advice.
Nice. Have you ever been pushed to a point where you just wanted to quit?
Yeah, I believe so. I believe it's happened at one point or another, and it's usually only brought on by yourself. It's more of a mental thing, and the point is to let the negative stuff or whatever thoughts you have that keep you from doing what you want to do, just build upon it instead of letting it bring you down.
Nice. What made you stay in the
What made me
industry?
stay was just seeing where things are going and all the content that's coming out. Just getting inspired in general, just by all the things out there.
um, well, is there anything that you're working on right now for in-
Right now, I'm doing some character design for a game called Way of the Wolf. It's a fantasy genre game that is dependent on your bond with this wolf, and you navigate through this post-apocalyptic environment. Um, it's kind of a tactical style game. It's in the conceptual phase right now. They're testing everything, but you can view some of the footage from the early version of the game on YouTube if you just search Way of the Wolf. So yeah, I'm working on stuff right now.
Nice. Is there anything that you would like to ask yourself if when you were younger, thinking you would be somewhere that you are today?
Yeah, just what do you have to say creatively? Just build upon that, and yeah, that's probably the question I would ask because a lot of people when they're younger don't have a avenue to do that.
Well, hold that thought. We're going to take a commercial. Hi guys, welcome back to Getting Real here on FCTV. I'm here with my guest Ryan Manda. So Ryan, what is your favorite part of being an artist?
My favorite part of being an artist is just having a way to express myself. I think I might have said earlier a little bit like, when kids are younger, they don't if they don't have that avenue to express themselves, it can be very constricting and, not conducive to growing as a person. So I think it's an important part to growth, just being creative in one way, shape, or form.
Where do your creative ideas come from?
Sometimes they just kind of come passing by in your everyday life, just seeing things, and sometimes it comes when you're dreaming and you're sleeping and you try to hold on to that idea to the best of your ability. I make a point to write it all down in a journal. That tends to work pretty well.
What do you write in that journal, if I may ask?
Well, for me, sometimes it's fragments of ideas, sometimes it's bigger ideas, whether it's like story ideas or character ideas, things like that. Just whatever comes to me, and I try to scramble it all together and make something out of it.
Nice. What inspired you to be an artist?
What inspired me to be an artist was just being immersed in a lot of the entertainment growing up, mostly like watching Star Wars and Indiana Jones and stuff like that, and wanting to make characters, cartoons and things.
Nice. What do you find that dampens your creativity the most?
I think the number one thing is probably negativity. Negativity is like kind of the enemy of being creative. So, however you can surround yourself with the right environment is very important to being creative and just keeping the negative thoughts at bay.
Nice. Well, what do you think of the current state of creative arts?
I think it's a beautiful thing. I'm always looking forward to like stuff that Pixar's coming out with. That's kind of what I hold to a standard, is like where they're at, and I think that it's ever evolving. It's going to keep changing, and technology's a crazy thing.
Are there any Pixar films that you are like inspired by?
I loved Bug's Life. That was probably my favorite. Just in terms of story and characters, and just a very beautiful movie growing up.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Where do you think the industry will be in 20 years with the amount of technology we have access to?
It's going to be unbelievable. They're going to probably be bringing actors back from the dead with CGI, but there will be some good stuff too along the way, I think. It's hard to even wrap my mind around just seeing where it's at now. In 20 years, you say, that's even crazier.
What are the pros and cons of utilizing technology for creative purposes?
Yeah, so I've heard it a lot, heard it said a lot, that creativity and it works best when you use the right tools, and technology is a tool, 3D technology in particular. So it's just about like what you do with it, I think, and sometimes it's done wrong with CGI and things like that, but for the most part, I see more people using it to their benefit, so that's an assuring thing in terms of the future of technology and how it's used for creativity.
Nice. How do you think art can better someone's life?
I think art can better someone's life in a lot of ways, but just doing anything creative, I think, is important for any kid growing up or any person later on in their life, whatever they're going through. I think being creative is a nice outlet. You need an outlet to live a less stressful life.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you so much, Ryan, for being here. I'm Huijon. Thank you for watching Getting Real here on FCTV.